I guess this is my last video about Rec Room, or gonna be about Rec Room. This is the last day before it shuts down, I think tomorrow, tonight. This is my most nostalgic room in Rec Room. This is the room I used the most. I made that part. I don't know how much I made myself, but I did make a lot of it. Uh, it was really cool. This is my little brother's area, by the way. This was his stuff. I added FNAF stuff to it. Yeah, I remember I added this. Me and my friend used to mess around with this. It was a fucking maid costume. Um, oh, the quest one, bro. I remember wanting a quest one because it was black. I thought it looked cool. Wait, no, this is not the quest one. This is like not. What is it? I don't know. The Valve VR headset. I forgot what it's called. Is this? I mean, it has the controllers, but that doesn't look like it. Still, I'm gonna miss this a lot. I'm gonna miss Rec Room a lot, honestly. No, I'm not putting that shit on. Like, here, I'm gonna show my report card. Everyone's going online right now because this thing is about to end, sadly. Uh, Get Duck 3335. Playing since December 5th, 2021. I'm pretty sure that's when I first got my first ever VR headset, my Quest 2. Friends 300. Unique rooms visited 657. Top created Bend, Oregon. I I'm gonna miss this game. I remember late nights playing this with my brother and sister. When my sister still came over a lot. I remember spending time making a Rec Room whole entire FNAF game. I I remember just playing this game a lot with my siblings and stuff. This makes the coin sound. There used to be a pile, by the way. Oh, there still is. It's just underground. This has physics. Oh, like around the house is a giant gun. That's why it's lagging so much. Because my little brother spawned like two giant guns outside the house. You can't grab it because it's so fucking huge, but it's there. I think this area I added myself. I can't remember though. I could be wrong completely. I don't. I remember making this something like this room. The FNAF V-Bucks. This is when I was really into FNAF. Like 2022, 2023, I think. You used to be able to grab these guys. There also was two more before. I'm gonna really miss this game. I remember playing this Five Nights at Freddy's game. I'm gonna play it. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna go to my outfits. This is my last time being able to see this. So this is a recording not just for my YouTube channel, but also for me. But I also want to say everyone, like to the dev team, I don't know if they're gonna be able to watch this or anything like that. But thank you for like everything for this game, for the happy moments, for being able to hang out with my friends on here. Even before like they stopped being my friends, I still remember everything really fondly. And I'm gonna miss this game a lot. Like it feels like it's I don't know. Like I remember playing the Backrooms game all the time. Here I'm gonna show it. This one I'm gonna use my most favorite outfit. I remember one of my friends on here. He gave me this right here, and I started wearing it. I actually have it being like that in real life now. But this was like my favorite outfit I wear. I've grown my hair out this long. It's kind of crazy now I think about it. I love this thing because you got it for free. You got this for free for doing shit in the game. It was so cool. Like this game was incredible because you could play on like PS4, Xbox. So you could play on the PSVR, like Vert One. Not you can't play on two. And like people are recreating rec rooms or like doing other shit, but it's not going to be the same. Where is it? It was this one FNAF game where you could take apart like the animatronics and shit. This is it. This has to be the game. I remember. I can't believe I never. Yeah, I have the like in the star thing. I don't. This is my last time seeing this shit, dude. I have too many friends on here. I remember making hella friends, playing with people I used to hang out with all the time. Like when I was still going to school, I remember I had this friend. There's also the Batman. Don't no one talks about this, but there's a Batman logo in that. Like this, I remember playing with this friend all the time. Me and her. There's the security breach one, which I'll go to that one. That one's less nostalgic to me, but it's this one right here. This door. Please let me know. Okay, the game's rotting slightly. Not gonna lie, I don't think they've updated it in a minute. I haven't been on this since like this game in Pacific on Rec Room since like 2023. It's exactly as I remember it. Yep, it's exactly the same. He always had his head fucked up like this. I remember I made this one friend, me and him hanged out on Rec Room all the time. Almost like every day. Like, or not every day, but whenever I got to play on here, or on the Quest 2, I would take my chance and play. There's Mingle, Voxy, it's like... I'm gonna miss this game so much, man. Because you gotta make these... Okay, I don't know why he's doing that. You gotta make these, like, weird little creatures and stuff, you know? Because honestly, I don't think I'd be as into VR without this game. Without Rec Room. Without any of it, you know? Because if I'm being honest, why is this so far away? This game is definitely rotting, sadly. I'm gonna miss it a lot. People are saying, well, they're gonna get bought out by a company, or like, that's misinformation. They're trying to make you feel better. The optimization is kind of shit now. It deserved updates for the Quest 3. It deserved a PlayStation VR 2 version, not a Nintendo Switch version. It deserved a lot more than what it had. The dev team... Not the dev team, the company treated it more like Roblox when it shouldn't have been. You know? Like, they treated it like it was just something to be messed with. And it really wasn't. They misused it. They didn't know how the game should be treated or how it should be, and now it's gone forever because they wanted a Roblox, a metaverse, and not just a social VR game. They went too high and they fell so low because of it. I blame the, what is it, CEO of whoever made Rec Room. Because they fired employees like crazy. Which people were saying, well, they're gonna try doing better. They were trying to do better for years. That's BS. Well, they're gonna do better this time. That's a lie. That's just straight up lie. Okay, he has no eyes. Like, that's not true whatsoever. There isn't a this time. There wasn't a this time. If there was, they would have been doing better a long time ago. They would have been not making a Nintendo Switch version instead of made a PS5 port. They would have done better. Actually, I'm gonna change my name to what it used to be. Just because I want Sony Boy for my little brother too. Which that's me and my little brother in the profile picture. Sony. Or something like that. That's what his username was. Let me... How do I edit the, I had a lot more to go. Where's the saved at? Like the... Why is there that, like, not a... Oh. No. The way you grab things is kind of dumb. And let go of them is kind of dumb too, because you gotta press... Instead of ungripping it, you just gotta press the button again. Or not press the button again, you gotta like press B. It's weird. I don't... This game had tons of problems. It really did, but it also could have been so much more better than it actually was. Where the hell? I'll change it in a minute. I'll change it right before I end the video or something. I don't know. Like, this game... Wait, is this the arms? It meant a lot to me. It really did. But I got older and I stopped playing it. And it's not my fault. The game shut down or anyone else's fault. It's the team's fault. Or not the team's fault. The devs have no control over what actually happens. Like, that's my personal opinion. They have no control. The only ones who actually did have control, or some type of control, was the people who own the company. And instead of investing into VR, what they originally did and what made it work so well, they, unsurprisingly, invest into the worst part. They made it so it was not VR first. Instead, it was just platform first. Whatever platform they can put it onto. Instead of VR platforms, by the way, instead of anything else, they made it about platforms and what they could put it on and how good they could put it on there, and phones and this, that, and the other. So they had to make the UI different for everyone, by the way. And so it was less incorporated into what it should be. Instead, like, instead of VR, you go into the menu, look at it, you can press buttons. Now it's all weird, it's all awkward. It was never awkward for VR players. Now too many things are awkward, so VR players stopped playing, they stopped creating. And that was their main source of money. Creators. And they got complacent, and then they had to fire employees because they weren't making enough money. This should be a sign to people, not that VR doesn't work. It does. It's companies that don't work. It's companies that just don't do anything right. Don't blame it on the devs, don't blame it on anything else but the company. If they cared more, they would have done something in the first place. It is no one else's fault but theirs, the fact that it didn't work. And I know for a fact people will blame the devs and anything else on it. I'm gonna move this off my screen. You guys can't see it, but I can. People will blame everything else and everyone else, but the company itself, unless it's like a bigger company and a bigger brand. But I personally see it that these people, like, who ran it, they ran it into the ground. And it may seem like I'm being very complacent, but I'm mad at the fact that it was ruined. This was one of my favorite VR games. People love this game, still do. It's shutting down because they wanted more money. It was one of the most biggest VR games before Gorilla Tag, before this, that, and the other. It was Rec Room, and they wanted more. They had enough, but they wanted more. They needed more. It stopped becoming about the players and caring about them and actually making it so their game looked nice and they could have more storage for the games. It was about where can we put this? Where can we make it so it works? Where can I make it so there's too many things? Like, they completely ruined the system of making games. In my personal opinion, it got significantly worse after a while. It used to be VR first, and it was ruined. If you make a game about VR, why is it all of a sudden no longer about VR? That's so dumb. It's so dumb. If you enjoy VR games, or if you had this whole entire team dedicated to VR, okay, making a VR experience, a VR game, why would you all of a sudden make it so now they're working on Nintendo Switch, the damn Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4? Why would you do all that? Why would you make it so it can work on the PS5? Or I'm pretty sure it was just the normal PS5 to PS4 compatibility, but I'm pretty sure they added the PS5 version. They just never, ever added the PSVR version or PSVR 2 version. Like, never. Which sucked. Because I wanted to play with my little brother on here, and I could not. Which is crazy, because this is one of the only games that could actually be compatible between systems, because every single game has to be different systems. The only games we can play is Arizona Sunshine and Ghost of the War, maybe. Like, why is it only 5 different games are compatible between things, and why does PlayStation have such a small library compared to Oculus when it has the power of practically a PC? So it should be no different, and you should just be able. Wait, did I put those upside? I don't know. You should just be able to play. And my little brother barely uses his PSVR anymore because of that. It's dumb. It's annoying. Why should people have to be mad at a company because you treated the game wrong? Like, why? I don't get it. Is this a thigh piece? Oh yeah, it is. No, it's not. What am I talking about? He looks fucked up. Rec Room never needed more money. All they needed was more time dedicated to VR. Well, what about non-VR players? Was this game made for non-VR players first? Yes, one of the things I said was it worked so well because it was different platforms could play, but it shouldn't be every single fucking platform ever. Just because it works on one doesn't mean it needs to work on all. Like, dude. They didn't need to make a phone version, they decided to. They didn't need to make a Nintendo Switch version, they decided to. They should have made a PSVR version, they didn't. They decided not to. Well, they had to update their engine, they did. They updated it. Okay? And guess what? It would have worked. But no. They had to keep on making it so it was phone compatible, it was this compatible. And now the game sucks, and it ran away the players. What if we just ruin what made the game so good from the first place for everyone? Like, that's the dumbest logic I've ever heard in my life. I swear. I don't know. I just hate the fact that they treated it like a money cash grab thing instead of what it actually was. Like, dude, technically YouTube, this isn't anything bad, but I'm gonna blur it anyways. Bro was getting straight teeth. Okay. I'm gonna save. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop recording. I'm gonna see if my little brother wants to play Rec Room with me, and he can get on the VR and play Rec Room one last time in a bit. So yeah. That's it. Okay, actually, I want to see the screen reach version. Sorry about my little rant about how shitty Rec Room, but it was very much needed. I never went to these ones. I went to Friday Night Funkin' one with someone one time, but that was one time. I remember in the original build, they were instead of this, they had like a garbage can where Vanny was hiding behind, and you could. The room wasn't red, by the way. It was just a normal looking room. You just went into the back room again, and there'd be I think there used to be toy electronics. I swear. I don't know though. I don't know though. Like, for real. This wasn't that purple before. Is there a lights button? Oh, there is. Yeah, there's. Okay, the Vanny model. It wasn't that, right? I don't know. Maybe. I remember talking to someone about Final Freddy's, like the FNAF Security Breach game that was coming out. I remember all of this. Yeah. Freddy and Gregory. I'm not gonna mess around with these. Also, Rocky looks like a flat-faced cat. I'm gonna put one of those. Monty looks pretty good. Freddy looks incredibly good. Chica looks pretty good. Manny looks meh, but Burn Trap actually looks really good. They did great on Sun and Moon. I feel like they did a little too good. They enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this game though, like a lot. I remember if you could like, I don't know, you could do something like, yeah, this. You could fly. And then I went inside of here, and the person I was playing with got confused, like, how are you doing that? I said, I'm magical. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Yeah. Bye, Rec Room. And thank you for everything. Even if it did turn out bad in the end, I'll never regret my time with it. I'll never forget the game. I'll actually always love this game because it was a part of my childhood. At the end of the day, it was just one of the best VR games in the world. And I'll miss it forever because of that. Anyways, bye-bye. Okay.